I'm British polyglot Alex Rawlings, and today I'm giving you my most practical tips for learning a language. I'll be discussing all aspects of language learning through this video series, so make sure you subscribe below. Make a time commitment and be consistent. When learning a language, it really is all about the time you put in and the time you make available to study a language. I'd recommend identifying when you can commit to doing, say, half an hour, 40 minutes every day, a couple of days a week, every day a week if you can, and really make sure you stick to it. The time that you put in at this stage is going to be what makes the difference between speaking the language and not speaking the language in the long run.
I will not stop!
Work actively on your listening skills and your pronunciation. When you start learning a language, it's really normal to feel like the language is totally foreign, you can't understand anything, and you have no idea what's going on.
ことだけじゃないんだから。わかる？古い友達に会うように優しく。
The only way to work on that is to keep listening, to keep training your ear, and to gradually start picking out words, sentences, meanings from what otherwise is a huge mass of language that you just can't understand. While you're working on your listening skills, it's a really good idea to also work on your pronunciation.
How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow?
Take every opportunity you get to practice speaking, and don't be shy about making mistakes. It's totally normal to be a little bit of a perfectionist, but unfortunately being a perfectionist may mean that you avoid speaking at all, which is not the point of learning a language. I've definitely felt sometimes like I'm too shy to open my mouth, I'm going to sound ridiculous, I'm going to say something that I don't mean. So make sure that you make mistakes, make sure you get out there, make sure you keep practicing, and the work will be doing itself for you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Blue, blah, flu, flank!
Choose the right language to learn. That means learning a language that you'll love and be motivated to keep going. Learning a language is something that ideally you're going to be doing for quite a long time. There's going to be highs, there's going to be lows. There's going to be moments where you love doing it, and there's going to be moments where you'd rather do anything else. As long as you're learning a language that you feel that you can learn, that you feel like you're going to love learning and really enjoy learning, you'll be fine. But that means making the right choice at the beginning. I always learn languages that feel relevant to me, where I've got a personal motivation, a personal interest, and also languages that I'm sure I'm going to keep using in the future in order to make sure that I actually learn it and actually put the work in to get where I need to be.
Hey. Okay.
Focus at first on learning vocabulary and phrases that give you the ability to express yourself and be understood. It's a huge mistake to go into learning loads of vocabulary right at the beginning or loads of grammar. Really, right at the beginning, you should be learning phrases, which are compact sentences that allow you to express yourself, ask for things, and just generally start speaking. Learning phrases is going to do a lot of things for you. It's going to, first of all, teach you pronunciation when you learn to pronounce those phrases. It's also going to give you an introduction to grammar, because there's going to be a lot of grammar in those phrases that later you'll be able to go back and look at and understand. But also, it's going to give you the ability to speak.
¿Qué hay para comer?
Polishing up grammar and idioms can come later. Having perfect grammar and using loads of wonderful idioms that make you sound like a native speaker is amazing, but that's kind of the work for tomorrow. Right at the beginning, it's just really important to focus on expressing yourself, being understood, understanding what's going on, getting used to speaking and hearing the language as much as possible.
Je ne sais quoi,
Work out how you're going to use the language and customize your learning so you focus on the things that will be useful for you and that you will need. So for example, if you're going to just learn a language because you're going to a place on holiday, you probably don't need to learn loads of business vocabulary.
Buenos días, Miguel. ¿Cómo está? ¿Bien? Claro que sí. Yo soy fantástico. ¿Qué pasa?
If you're learning a language because you want to talk to in-laws or you want to talk to friends, learning to order stuff in shops or restaurants is not that important. The point here is to set yourself up for success by learning the things that you know you're going to use, so you get a positive experience when you go out and start speaking the language.
¿Lo pronuncio correctamente?
Sí, correcto.
You've got the words you need, you've got the phrases and the expressions you need, and you feel comfortable using them. It's up to you to customize your learning so you make sure you get there. Find a way to measure your progress. One really good way to think about this that I found useful is to think about situations in which I feel comfortable using the language. For example, would I be comfortable walking into a post office and asking people about things? Would I be comfortable ordering things in a restaurant? Would I be comfortable speaking to a close friend or a relative in that language? If I don't, there's probably a couple of reasons why. Maybe I don't have the right vocabulary, maybe I haven't practiced it, maybe I'm missing a few grammar points. But writing down a couple of situations where you'd love to be able to feel really confident, really fluent in that language, in those situations, and then giving yourself a little mark about how you feel when you're in that situation is a really good way of seeing how you're making progress and how you're getting better at learning the language. Be patient and be kind to yourself. Learning a new language is a marathon, it's not a sprint. And every day, every week, every month, and every year that you study, you'll get a bit better than you were before. So don't rush it and enjoy the process. And those are my top tips. Comment below and let me know how you get on. And make sure you hit that button and subscribe to Rosetta Stone's YouTube channel for our latest language learning videos. If you click the link in the description, you'll even get some exclusive offers on all of Rosetta Stone's courses. Good luck with your language learning, and I'll see you next time.